What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today we are taking a look at the Reptile Falcon 220. It is a 220mm FPV Racer. It's got the omnibus F4 V3 flight controller. It's got 30 amp BLheli S Dshot 600 ESCs. It comes with these 2205 2300 kV unbranded motors, 5mm arms. It got 3mm bottom plate and 2mm top plate. It's got a 48 channel VTX, switchable from 25, 200 to 600 milliwatts. It's also sporting the TBS smart audio as well. Now we got some generic FPV camera, 1000 TV line, 2.1mm lens, Cmos camera. We are provided with some Dal Cyclone T5046 tri-bladed props. It's got a weight of 270 grams, and that comes in without the props or without the battery. Now I got it out of the box and I've added my FrSky XM Plus receiver. I just kind of stuck it between the top plate and the bottom plate here. The top plate is like a boomerang top plate, and that is to hold the arms. There's two screws holding the arms, and the flight stack is held by a separate screw, so we are not bothering the flight stack screw if you are to change out the motors, and the vibration won't go all the way to the stack from the arms as well, so that is a good thing. I put some zip ties to hold the antenna on the front arms, and also what I've done was I put some O-rings right below the flight controller to kind of soft mount the flight controller as well. So let's go for a little demo flight with the Reptile Falcon 220. All right, here we go with the line of sight test flight. What I have is a 1300 milliamp 100C China Hobby line 4S battery, and I got it bound to my Taranis QX7S. So let's check it out. Oh, surprisingly, it's very quiet. Everything is stock right out of the box. Oh yeah, gee, very nice. Love these stretched X frame quadcopters. And this Dal Cyclone 5046 props are doing pretty good. All right, not the greatest of power, but more than enough power.
2 minutes.
Let's check it out. Oh yeah, jeez. Oh yeah, that's way more than enough power for me. One more punch out here. Right out of the box, guys. Oh yeah, man. Nice. What it does come with is a very tiny little dipole stick antenna. I don't know if you can barely see it. I didn't introduce the antenna, but you see that little thing sticking up on the top? Well, yeah, that is the antenna that we are provided. It also comes with some I believe a 470 microfarad capacitor as well, soldered directly onto the battery pads. So we got some filtering going on as well, and it seems to be doing really nice. It is very quiet, and I got more than enough power, and I don't hear much oscillations or prop wash for that matter. So very nice, running Betaflight defaults, and it's got the Betaflight 3.3.0 firmware. It comes with it. I did not upgrade it, and look at that, man, it's got nice power.
Seconds.
Okay, so let's bring it in here and let me do a little flip on acro. There we go, acro.
20 seconds.
Okay, not bad. Very nice.
10,
Easy to control so far.
7, 6, 5,
Oh yeah,
4,
very nice.
3, 2, 1.
Man, this,
Timer 1 elapsed.
that timer countdown always gets me nervous. I have to wait until it gets done. All right. We should get a pretty good amount of flight time on this one with these China Hobby Line 1300 milliamp 4S. Usually gives me about 4 minutes of flight time with other 5-inch quads. Well, this is nice and fun, man. All right, so let's go ahead and bring it in and check it out with some FPV goggles. Really nice so far on the line of sight. And I can kind of see that the front wheelbase, the width of the front two motors, the arms, are way narrower than the rear two arms, making it able to corner more effectively, I guess. All right, so let's go ahead and bring it in. All right, here we go with our first FPV test flight with the Falcon 220. What you see on the left corner there is what is going up to 100%. That is my throttle. So we'll get to see how much throttle I'm using throughout this flight as well. So let's check it out. Kind of bobs up and down a little bit. But it's flying pretty good right out of the box. I feel pretty locked in. Oh yeah, very smooth. A little bit of prop wash. Not a whole lot though. Oh, look at that. You can smoothly come down from a drop. Yeah, pretty good flips. Pretty nice right out of the box, guys. All you gotta do is tweak it just a little bit. I think I'm gonna give it a little bit more. I'm gonna give it a little bit more eye value, and I think that's just about it. And so far the battery life is decent too, so not bad at all. Oh yeah, very nice. Look at all the grass. Lost their purple flowers and they're starting to dry up. Oh, this is good enough right out of the box, just about. I don't need to do anything to it. And that tiny little VTX antenna is doing pretty decent. I'm getting pretty good video. And the camera is not bad. There's a 100-meter bush right there. Not bad. So far, so good. Oh yeah, I'm impressed with this quadcopter. I think it comes in at right about $159. Bind and fly. So all I did was put O-rings right underneath of the flight controller to kind of soft mount it, and tightened up all the screws. There were some screws that were a little bit loose that needed some tightening. and provided my own receiver, my favorite XM Plus. Oh yeah, this is nice. This is very nice. Oh, there's a little bit of prop wash there. I didn't get going forward enough. Yeah, a little bit of snow here and there. But other than that, man, this is nice right out of the box. You might want to change that VTX antenna on this thing. It's got an MMCX connector, so you can just pop it out and pop in your favorite FPV antenna. I think a perfect one would be the Foxeer Lollipop. With a MMCX, you can just pop it in and tie it to the top plate, and you should be good to go. Very easy to control right out of the box. Perhaps there is a little bit of purple flowers left behind. I can kind of see a little tint, but not as much as a couple of weeks ago when there were tons out here. Yeah, very nice first flight. Yeah, very, very nice. I would recommend this quadcopter to anyone that wants to get a 5-inch quadcopter at this price. Yeah, F4 flight controller, Dshot 600 ESCs, and 48 channel VTX with smart audio. And the camera, even though generic, and the motors, even though generic, they are performing pretty decent. And they provide you with 2 sets of these Dal Cyclone T5046 props. The other set was green, I believe. Alright, there you go. Our first FPV flight with the Falcon 220